Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 5000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close. Thanks for supporting me, guys. The absolute lightweight champion of the world, American Devin Haney, told whom he would meet in the ring after the victory. Haney wants to fight one of his compatriots, Shakur Stevenson or Jervonta Davis. It has always been difficult for me to gain weight. I was doing my best to achieve this at 135 pounds, but I just beat a future Hall of Fame member. This is my 8th title defense. There are still a lot of great fighters in the 135-pound division. If it makes sense, then we will stay in this weight. We have fighters like Shakur and Jervonta. This list can go on and on. Haney said. What's next for Devin Haney? Currently, it appears as though the sky's the limit for that dream, and he does not appear interested in rematch, although he made the 135-pound limit without difficulty, and thus the window is still open for significant fights at lightweight for Haney. The aforementioned Stevenson and Davis loom at lightweight, and Haney expressed interest in fighting them both. In fact, Stevenson and Haney apparently exchanged words in the ring. I let him know that I'm number one, and he said, for now. Haney said at the post-fight press conference, I've been very vocal about fighting Shakur. We are on a collision course, but Haney is still big for a lightweight, and a move up in weight is in his future. According to him, it's just a matter of when. He entertained fighting Stevenson, who felt he clearly beat Haney at a higher weight. There is a lot of big fights at 135-pound division, you got to see what's next, Haney said. I'm huge for the weight, I've been at 135 since I was 16 years old. Should Haney move up? The 140-pound division was split wide open when Josh Taylor vacated, but was stripped off 3 of his 4 sanctioning body belts, following the controversial win over Jack Catterall. Current junior welterweight world title holders are Taylor, Regis Prograis, Sabriel Matthews, and Rolando Romero. Of course, fans could also be treated to the clash that never was, Teofimo Lopez against Devin Haney. If Lopez beats Taylor next month, their talk about Showtime had been looming before George Kambosos Jr. upset Lopez in 2021. Devin Haney has plenty of financial incentive to squeeze it down to the lightweight limit one more time. Haney's weight cut for their 12-round 135-pound championship match has been more tolerable than usual, because he has used his nutritionist James Lookwood for 8 weeks during this training camp. Those aren't the numbers that might matter most to Haney, because the undefeated undisputed lightweight champion admits that the money fights for him remain in the division in which he owns the IBF, WBA, WBC and WBO belts. That's where the money is, that's where the legacy fights is, Haney said. I would love to stay there as much as possible, but it all depends on May 20th and how it feels, how easy it is for me to make the weight, how I look and what not, and then we will go from there. But like I said, since I was 18 years old, I've been calling out these top guys for a while now. I'm never ducking and dodging nobody. I wanna make the biggest fight out there. I'm truly a throwback fighter, and all of this fight will come to fruition sooner or later. The 24-year-old Haney mentioned Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson as the 2 top opponents that could convince him to remain at lightweight, Haney's 3-fight promotional contract with Bob Arum's Top Rank and DiBella Entertainment expires after the 2-day fights. Stevenson, a 2-weight world champion and one of boxing's best pound for pound, also is promoted by Top Rank. Haney went out of his way to praise Top Rank during a press conference Wednesday and indicated he would be willing to discuss another contract with the company. Davis, meanwhile, is affiliated with Al Haymon's Premier Boxing Champions. Haney's impending promotional free agency would allow him to battle Baltimore's Davis, who is one of boxing's biggest stars, without any business conflicts. There is good fight at 135 pounds and I wanna make the biggest fights, Haney said. Shakur is one of the names on the list. Tank Davis is one of the names on the list. And truthfully, those are probably the only fights that I would even stay at 135 for, because other fights just wouldn't even make sense. Resigning with Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing is an obvious option for Haney as well. Matchroom promoted each of Haney's 6 bouts before he signed a 3-fight contract with Top Rank and Dibella Entertainment in March 2022. Matchroom primarily could offer potential opponents for Haney in the 130-pound division. Haney and Visions eventually competing in the welterweight division too. You know, this is my first weight class in boxing, Haney said. There is many more weight classes for me to conquer. These guys there are my competitors, people who are at the weight class and who will be at the weight class. It's their second and third weight class. This is still my first. I've been at 135 since I was 15 years old, so we're just gonna see how it feels. I'm not ruling it out, but not putting any stock on it. I would love to stay at this weight. That's where the money is. That's where all the money is. So of course I wanna make the legacy fights. I wanna make the money, but we're just gonna wait and see, Haney said. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.